Chicka Pies. How we doing? How we feeling? Happy Thursday. Y'all, I'm trying to get this week out of here. Put on some sunglasses because the sun is calling out here. It's owning the place. Yes, it is. Alright, y'all. Y'all, I am just loving the foundation stuff this fine morning yet again. I don't know. I'm just like, am I glowing differently? Am I what? I don't know. The sun does a body good. Yes. So, y'all, okay, so this morning, I'm barely leaving my house, and I don't know if I'm gonna be late. I'm just gonna be late, but the roofers are coming today. Like, okay, there's two things happening in my house today, and I know I haven't vlogged any like you know, cleaning routines or anything like that because I ain't been cleaning. Y'all, I ain't been cleaning. Whew, yes, I'm about to get myself back situated though. Sunday, I don't know if I'm gonna do footage because I got to get in there and I gotta clean like nobody's business because my girlfriend will be here on Wednesday. The room that she's gonna sleep in is a storage room. And I gotta figure out, the garage is just gonna be used for everything for right now. Not that the garage looks anyway good anyhow, but for the next couple of weeks, the garage is just gonna be a living pigsty, even more so than what it is now, because I haven't sold my chairs, so they're gonna be in there. And okay, come on. You know, just any and everything that I can pull out of that room is going to be stored. Okay, oh Lord, I almost thought my coffee cup was falling over. It's going to be stored in that room. So, I mean in the garage. So, it's going to be a mess. But, to fill y'all in, roofers are starting today. So, I'll be able to show you guys a little bit of what's going on with the roofers. I'm gonna say I am a little bit concerned about their customer service at this point. We'll get into that later. And then the guy's coming to clean my tile in my kitchen today. So I had to move the table this morning. Yeah, look at this mess over there. I did okay yesterday, so I'll do okay today. So anyway, I don't know what's gonna happen when I get home today. I know I'll have a clean floor and I'll have a partial roof vest going on. So anyhow, okay. But so anyway, I'm hoping that we're gonna start seeing some progress here pretty soon, because once the roofers are done, then I'm actually having my outside of my house painted, and that's where like it's gonna change up and everything's gonna look so different when my house is painted. So I'm really excited about that. Like, it's just gonna look like a whole new place on the outside. So we're gonna be working on that. So you guys will get to see all that happen. But yeah, so it looks like things are a living mess up here. So I'm probably gonna just get off of this camera because I'm actually kind of feeling the need to have some quiet time this morning. Can I beat this guy? I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And I did. Oh, my car is so filthy, y'all. I really need to take it in and get it like detailed, but then I'm like, man, I don't have time. Saturday I gotta get up and I gotta clean like nobody's business in the morning, but that's just cleaning enough so that people can see, you know, like when they walk into my house, like, you know, I gotta get the stuff moved out of the living room. I gotta and then Sundays when I'm gonna work on the guest bedroom for my girlfriend to stay in. So got a lot going on. But I'm gonna get off now because it's looking a bit too messy. All right, Chicken Pies, I've made it to my spot, our happening spot. And it looks like I'm gonna sit here probably through at least 2 more lights. So I thought we'd just sit here and chat for a few minutes. I wanted to give you guys an update on Terry because some of you all, excuse me, a lot of you all really keep tabs on her, and you enjoy her presence in my videos and have been concerned about, like, how she's doing and things of that nature. I think I mentioned to you all that she has a job nannying to my neighbor next door, or for my neighbor next door. And I want to tell you all, I don't know how much, I don't even know, like, where have I mean, like, what have I told you guys? Where have I, what places I've gone with this? But anyway, if I repeat myself, forgive me. But initially, Terry can come off to some people sometimes as being a very harsh person. She's a very strong voice, and she doesn't smile a lot. She's she's just like, sometimes she appears to be so serious, but she is one of the most kind-hearted people once you get to know her. Like, I've watched her like give to people, and unfortunately I've also watched people take from her unnecessarily, and totally take advantage of her kind heart. And unfortunately, some people never see that side of her because they see the first impression of her and they kind of make their own opinion and they back away. So I'm saying all of that to say that I have defended her many times over the course of the years of me knowing her, and sometimes I do get very defensive when it comes to her. And that's part of the reason why, like, when she needed help with the move and getting through the death of her boyfriend, and I don't even know if I've even shared this, but the husband that she had prior to the boyfriend, he passed away like a year ago, or a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. Maybe 2 years ago. And so it was a very it was one of those deaths that you just never get over, I guess, because honestly they were still legally married, but they were not cohabitating together. They lived in separate lives, totally separate lives, but they still checked in on each other. He was less of a person to take care of himself, so she constantly looked in on him. And then when he passed away, it was one of those things where he's not answering his phone, but then he doesn't always answer his phone. So it wasn't like too much of a, like, oh my God, why won't, like, what's happened? And then it came to the point where, okay, it's been a week now and he's not answering his phone. And so we kind of discussed it, and she called to have a well check, or whatever you call on it. I think I mentioned this to you because this all sounds very familiar. But anyway, long story short on that, he was found dead in the home, and had been that way since the earlier part of the week. So it was very traumatic for her, having to deal with all of that. I was there with her through all of that as well, and a lot transpired through that. A lot. I for the lack of it's just too much. It's too awesome. It's too horrible to tell, like, some of it. And I was there with her through that, and I don't even know how I made it through that, honestly, because it was a lot. But then, like I said, losing her boyfriend, and this is a woman who has helped so many young people. She's given her last dime to people sometimes in lieu of making sure they had something. And so that was one of the reasons why I was so determined to help her through her situation. And, I'm gonna always be there for her. And so that's a little bit more of a background on her. I don't know how much, like I said, I've shared with you guys before, but again, because she has such a harsh demeanor, she, like I said, she doesn't smile a lot. She's very direct. If she don't like something, she says it. Like, she doesn't filter at all. And so for some people, it can be a bit overwhelming. Even for me, sometimes I'm like, whoa, like, did you really have to say that? Like, and she tries sometimes, but still inadvertently she comes off, oh, there she goes going. Is that her? I think it is. But anyway, excuse me, gosh, my throat is like, I don't know. I started feeling really ill last night. Like, my throat was really hurting, and now I feel like I'm losing my voice. But So when the whole job of nannying came up, I was just kind of like, I don't know, you know, like is it wise for me to offer this? And you know, I kind of thought about it, and you know, you guys know that I allow God's grace to lead me through a lot of things that sometimes I'm not real sure of. You know, like when I get on camera sometimes and I start talking, like that's, you know, God's grace carrying me through, and you know, telling me that this is what I need to talk about or whatever. So it was one of those situations where I just said, you know what, God, I'm gonna let you to help be the deciding factor on this, because I know she could use the money, but this is a nanny job. And not only is a nanny job, which I don't know that I've ever mentioned this to you all, but my next door neighbor little boy, he's 4 and he's autistic, so you know, there is a little bit of a difference there as far as the normal care. And so I was just kind of like, you know, I don't know. But guys, I'm so pleased to say that through all of the deciding making, and when they decided to go ahead and say, you know, like give her the job, he absolutely loves her. And he has loved her so much that when the other day, and this is such a cute story, I guess it's kind of like gonna be like a story time vlog, but the other day she'd come over on Saturday, and you know, we were sitting there chatting, and then I heard a knock at the door. And when I heard the knock at the door, I was like, oh, it's probably my next door neighbor, because, you know, I think she was gonna give Terry a little bit of a bonus for some extra stuff. She provided for her, you know, some extra daycare, and so that's, you know, we were like, that's her. Well, when I opened the door up, her little boy, Tristan, he's standing there, and he has a little envelope in his hand for Terry, and he goes, "You not Miss Toby?" And I said no, and he proceeds to push his way, like he's trying to push around me, like he's like, where is Miss Toby? And so she hears him and she comes to the door. Well, then unfortunately her dogs, Coco and Misan, decide that they want to see in on the action, so they come to the door barking, and you know, all excited, barking a good bark, because they're not vicious dogs at all, but it terrifies him. He runs away from the door, he's screaming and hollering, and he gets back over to his house. Now mind you, his mother is standing outside. She's kind of like hiding in the background, just because, you know, he wanted to be the one to answer, you know, to ring the doorbell or knock, because he can't reach the doorbell. And he gets back over to his door and his porch, and he turns back around and he goes, "Come house, Miss Toby, come to house, come to my house, Miss Toby." And she says, "Oh, Tristan, I'm not here for you today, baby. I'm here to visit Miss Sheila. I come to your house on Monday." And bless his little heart, he was just so heartbroken. And you know, he loves her so much that he just has, you know, when he sees her, he is so ready to be with her, like he wants her. And so yesterday, I was headed out to go and sell my portable AC to the person that bought it off her up, and we were outside, and they pulled up, and so I was outside talking to his mother actually, and he just walks over to my house and he knocks on the door, and James is coming out of the door, and he's like, Miss Toby, Miss Toby." So he's thinking that Terry's there at my house, because the other day she was there at my house. So it's just so sweet, and she loves caring for him. It's working out so well. His parents love her, he loves her, and she loves him. So I don't know, I just wanted to share that with you all, because this is really big for her, for them, and for me, you know, to find that perfect balance. I think she has that stern enough voice that it works, because you all know that sometimes autistic children can, you know, they can sometimes be a little bit hard to reach as far as getting them to comprehend or understand. And so I think with her voice being stern, he stops and listens to her, which makes for a great situation. She would never harm, not one hair on his head. She's so gentle with him, but at the same time, she makes him minds, and you know, he listens, and she gives him the opportunity to try things on his own, and he's willing to try them. So in that, she's also been somewhat approached by another family. I think they have 3 children that are going to need some summer care, because I think when summer comes, she won't have the job of watching Tristan again, because I don't know, I'm not real sure what's going on, but I think she mentioned that it's a possibility she won't be watching him during the summer months. And so if that's the case, you know, she's gonna lose out on that money. So if she can pick up this other job, nannying, is that how you say it, nannying? As a job as a nanny, I don't know how to say it, then that would be awesome for her. And that would be 3 children, and these are school-age children, so it'll be a little bit different of an environment. But like I said, again, she's very good about, you know, having the children to mind, you know, picking out of order of how things need to be and getting everybody on board. So I think it might be a good thing. So I'm really excited about her and this nanny situation. Hopefully everything will continue to blossom for her. And so I just want to update you guys on her. I don't know, this morning we were talking about it when I was leaving the house, and I was just like, oh, you know, I have to brag on my friend today. So anywho, I am almost at the job, and oh, I'm like super, not like late, I'm not late, but I'm super late for myself. And so that means I'm almost certain today, y'all. Let me turn the corner, y'all. I'll tell y'all in just a minute, y'all, because if she's there already, I'm gonna be sad. But it's very strong. So I think I saw her car. Did I see her car? Yep, I saw her car. I figured it was her car. Oh God, the sun is so freaking bright, y'all. I can't see. Okay. Yep. Hey there, Sugar Pies. How we doing? How we feeling? So I've made it home, and look around me, y'all. Is this like, see the mess? Can you see it? Can you see the mess? Does my kitchen look empty? I got the floors cleaned today, and I think I've come to the conclusion I just don't like the color of this tile. Like, I just think it's ugly, and I don't like it. So, but I also see that, like, because of like glue and stuff that they had to use when they put this floor down over here, like the laminate floor, it's like I was hoping that that was gonna come clean, but I guess it didn't. So, and that's the part that I really wanted it to be clean. So I'm kind of like, okay, it still looks ugly, but I guess I don't really like the color of the tile. Like, I mentioned that, like, some of the choices for this would not have been my best choice, like for the things that are in this house. Like, I look at this now and I'm like, I would have never chosen this had I been in my right mind. So I don't like it, but it's cleaner than it was, so that's a plus. And so now we have to move all the furniture back in here and put the kitchen back together again, so that's gonna be a process. I don't know why he's running from the camera now. He's been all up in the camera on my vacation, but now he's running from the camera. And also, you guys, they're working on the roof, and it's amazing what goes into working on a roof. And look, can you guys see all that stuff on the ground down there? Like, it's a mess. Like, they're working on the roof. And I'm not sure when they're gonna be done. I haven't gotten the verdict on that yet. Did they say when they were gonna be done, like how long it takes them on the 3 days? So what's today? Thursday? So Friday, Thursday, Friday.
Saturday.
Oh, they're coming on Saturday?
Yes.
Cause you know we're having a barbecue on Saturday.
Oh well. Good thing they're not eating on the roof.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like.
Well, they should probably be done with everything by tomorrow. Just little stuff they might have to do.
So I'm gonna take you guys outside a little bit, like, and kind of show you guys. Like, here, let me. Like on this side over here. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me flip the camera so I can see what you guys see. But see, that's all the crapola from them replacing the roof. So we're gonna go. I'm telling y'all, I'm thinking this barbecue should not have been taking place on Saturday, but it's too late now. So I'm gonna turn this around. And I don't want to take you guys all the way out, but there's the big truck because I don't want to show my address. But oh wow, kind of crazy. But yeah, so they're up there on the roof working their bum-bums off, and it's hot. Wow. That is it, guys. Okay, so you guys got to see a sneak preview of what it looks like to have my roof like worked on or whatever. So I'm gonna show you guys my OOTD the best that I can. I'm gonna set the camera here, back up. So this is my OOTD, very, very casual, like a little bit different than what I normally do. Like I normally, you know, don't wear more of a form-fitting shirt, but I kind of felt like I wanted to today. I'll explain all of that in another video. But yeah, so, and then I put on my little, I always want to call these shawls, but that's not what they're called. Like I don't know what these are actually called, but anyway, I wanted to put this on today just to kind of give me, oh, I was like, why is it hanging out? I thought it was something else. No, but seriously, I kind of wanted to throw that on today because I felt like I would be cold at work, because it's always cold at my work because everybody else is hot natured and I'm very cold natured. So I was like, at least this will kind of give me a little bit more protection. So yeah, so that's what I put on. And these jeans are my Calvin Klein jeans that I got a few months back, and I showed them to you, I don't know, a couple months ago, whenever. I'm actually really loving them. I've worn them so many times now. And again, like I said, I wanted some jeans that didn't have the tears in them, just because every girl needs to at least have a few pair of jeans that aren't torn. And so that being said, voila. And then my shoes of the day are my Lucky Brand shoes, which these are starting to feel much more comfortable on my feet. They still, I mean, for a cloth shoe, these are so, the elasticity in them is so tight. And so like they like grab your feet. When I take them off, you can literally see all the markings from the shoe on my feet, because they're just like, they're super tight. Like, and I've had these shoes I think for like 3 years, and it hasn't loosened up any, if that tells you anything. So yeah, so. But yeah, so anyway, that is my OOTD. This shirt right here, I think it came from Target, but y'all, okay, let me pull this camera up to my face because we got to talk about this shirt. This is a shirt that I'm almost certain it's either, I have to look in the back, but I can't remember. It's either going to be Target or Old Navy. I cannot remember, but this shirt is old as Methuselah. When I tell you, I want to say this shirt is probably 20 years old, and I'm not exaggerating, because I've had this shirt since when I got divorced. So like, that's a long time ago. And I remember when I bought this one, and I bought a green one, and I bought a olive green one, and I bought like a burgundy color one, and I fell in love with them because of, like, I want to say it's Target, but they were very inexpensive, and they fit a lot looser back then. But like, you know, like they're very forgiving shirts, so they kind of like, you know, they got that oomph to them. But yeah, they're old, and like for the longest time they just sat in my drawer, and I never wore them because I think I always felt like, oh, my gut's gonna be hanging out in them. I don't know, but why I never got rid of them, I don't know. But when I did my closet clean out, I was getting ready to throw them away, and something said, well, you know, they look brand new because you didn't wear them probably for like, I mean, when I say they're 20 years old, I probably didn't wear them for a good 10 years. So it was like, okay, like seriously, girl, like, whoa, lighting is perfect right here. Girl almost look beautiful. Gone stuff. Y'all don't mind if I do. But yeah, so I decided that I would give them another try, and today was the first day I've worn one of them, and I'm actually kind of like excited about it. Like, I'm like, ooh, you go, girl, you go. Loving it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog out because I gotta put this kitchen back in order, because right now it ain't looking toe party. and I need to do a little something. So gonna put this kitchen back in order, gonna go ahead and upload this video, or should I say well, I gotta, you know, I want to say upload, but download off from the camera, then edit, then upload, you know, all that fun stuff, so that Diane can have something to watch in the morning. Whenever I message her in the morning, she's always like, having my coffee, watching your video. I don't want to put the girl out. I got to have her something to watch in the morning, so I got to get busy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys in my very next vlog. You guys know I love you from the bottom of my heart. Mwah.